Hey guys, this is the Instant Camera Guy here, and I wanted to talk to you in this video about the folding SX70 camera. So the SX70 camera was an absolutely revolutionary camera when it came out. It was released in 1971 and was the first ever Polaroid camera to take integral film, so that's the film that shoots out the front of the camera. It was a absolutely revolutionary design when it came out. There was literally like nothing had ever come along that was anything like it. It was sort of like the iPod of its day. Just absolutely amazing. So what makes it so amazing, you say? Well, the first thing is it's actually an SLR. So that means that stands for single lens reflex, if you don't know. And basically all that means is what you actually see through the viewfinder is what is through the lens. So basically it uses the viewfinder and then bounces off a series of mirrors inside the camera to allow you to actually see what's through the lens, meaning that the photo you're taking is going to look exactly like what you saw through the viewfinder. There's no parallax error or anything like that. The other thing is it's got a super compact folding design. So it's literally one of the most portable Polaroid cameras that they ever made. And the other benefit is that you can focus really closely on one. So they'll focus from infinity down all the way to about a foot, to about 30 centimeters away. Now Polaroid made them in a whole stack of different color schemes and styles. The most famous of which is probably the chrome models. Now you may be surprised to find out that they're not actually made out of real metal. A lot of people are sort of under the impression that the metal ones might be stronger or more hard-lasting, but in reality all they are is a plastic which is coated in a very, very, very thin foil-type material, which gives it like a metallic look. You might read online someone saying, oh yeah, the metal ones are more hard-wearing, the other ones crack easier, if you drop them they're going to break easier. It's a load of bollocks, basically. They're exactly the same. The only difference really is the color. So, as well as the chrome, which usually came out with a tan leather, this one in the middle is the Sonar model, which all came out with black leather, apart from some of the special edition ones. They also came out in a white plastic version and a black plastic. Now, these two are currently being restored for customers, so the leather on these had just totally turned to crap over the years, so I'm actually in the process of reskinning them, so this is what they look like naked, pretty much. Obviously they would have a skin covering, and I will be recovering these with genuine cowhide when they're ready. But basically, the only different models that they made were the Sonar automatic focus version, which is what you see here, and that's basically the same camera, but it's got this added bit at the top, which is a Sonar automatic focusing unit. And basically what that does is this gold dish here is a sonar unit, and it sends out a beam of sonar which will hit your subject and bounce back, and the camera will basically measure that and then focus accordingly. I get a lot of people ask, like, oh, does that really work? Back in those days, wasn't automatic focusing usually very gimmicky? And the answer is that it's incredibly accurate. In my years of shooting my sonar cameras, there's not been a single time when I've gone to focus on something and the camera hasn't had what I wanted in perfect focus. The focusing is really quick too. I'd say quicker than quite a lot of digital SLRs out there, and it'll go down all the way down from infinity all the way down to 30 centimeters in just under a second, so super quick. And yeah, focusing all the way down to 30 centimeters. On the Sonar models, you can override the automatic focusing just by pressing the button in at the top, and that allows you to have access to the manual focus wheel so that you can adjust the focus manually. Apart from that, They are the same camera, they have the same lens, they just have the extra added bulk. Now for some reason the Sonar models don't appear to be quite as popular as the other ones. And from experience it seems that people just want the slightly smaller cameras. I've had a lot of people, when they come over and I've had sort of two for sale at the same time, they take a look at the Sonar and go, oh, I don't know about the extra bulk, because well, when they're folded down they do appear slightly longer. And you'd be right, the Sonar model is slightly longer. But I mean, in the end, it's all about having the convenience there. I mean, how often really is your camera going to sit in your bag? It shouldn't be. You shouldn't be worrying about, oh, will this camera fit in my bag? Because in the end, your camera really shouldn't be in there. It should be around your neck taking photos. So that's something that I've never really understood. So if I was going to get an SX70, I would grab the Sonar model, and this is actually my personal SX70 Sonar. These other two will be up for sale pretty soon. To use an SX70, I'll just run you through the controls. So above the red shutter button there, you've got the focusing wheel, and that basically adjusts focus. To close the camera, there's a little kickstand on the side, and it's got an arrow. Guess which direction you push in? You simply just push the little kickstand, and the entire camera will fold closed. Now, I've seen a lot of people come up with all kinds of creative ways to open one of these, but the correct procedure is to just grab the top of the viewfinder there. It's actually got two little groove cutouts so that you know where to put your fingers. And all you do is you just grab the base of the camera, grab the top of the viewfinder, and you just pull. And it'll just pop straight open. And it's as simple as that. To open up the film door and insert your pack of film, simply press the yellow button on the side. You would insert your pack of film. This one's got just an empty pack of film that I was using as a test pack. So you would insert it like so. That whirring noise would be ejecting the dark slide, and now your camera's ready to shoot. So once you've composed your shot, it's just a matter of taking a photo by pressing down the red button. You've got lighten and darken settings, so setting it to light will make the camera take a lighter photo, and setting it to dark will make the photo darker. And that's pretty much all there is to it. The SX70 series of cameras never came out with a built-in electronic flash. What you had back in the day were flash bars. And these were a plastic bar which contained a series of little light bulbs, and each one of those light bulbs contained magnesium filament. Now, magnesium, when you burn it, burns very, very bright. And so what you would do is you would just simply click the flash bar onto the camera, and then when you would take the photo, electricity would go through one of the bulbs and basically blow the filament and make it shine really, really bright. The reason that this was the way that the flash worked was simply because in 1971, when this camera came out, they just didn't have the technology to downsize like capacitors and all the electronic parts of an electronic flash. They basically didn't have the technology to make it compact enough to fit onto the camera conveniently. Some companies came out with aftermarket flash units that you could purchase for the cameras. And currently the Impossible project makes an electronic version of the flash bar, which just runs off two AAAs, and it basically becomes an electronic flash for your camera, so you would just bolt on a new Impossible project flash. I will be doing a video on one of those at a later date, so stay tuned for that. But until then, this flash bar has one bulb left in it, so let's hope that it works and you guys can get demonstration. Oh, how disappointing, it's dead. Oh well, sorry about that. Let's try it again. Yeah, it looks like it's not our lucky day. On that slightly disappointing note, that's the end of the video. That's pretty much all I have to say about the cameras. Thanks for watching, guys.